6:46, that breaking news starts this morning. Sunrise smart start, a house fire in the northeast part of Rochester that's seen on North Goodman near Clifford Avenue.
That's right. Everything appears to be under control at this point. RFD tells us the people who lived there smelled smoke and got outside in a hurry. And we're told no one was injured this morning.
The other headlines for you right now. Parents of a 5-year-old student at school 15 in the city are demanding answers after they say their son was left outside by himself.
The father told News 8 he pulled up to the school yesterday and he couldn't find his son. After a brief discussion with a staff member, the father says he looked down the street and found his 5-year-old on the side of the road by himself. The parents claim this is not the first time it has happened. They plan on speaking to the school's principal later today. Meantime, we have reached out to the school for comment on this, and RCSD says they are still in the process of investigating what has happened.
Loved ones, family members for Daniel Prude and other organizations against police brutality got together in Rochester last night for a vigil in honor of Tyre Nichols.
Prude's brother Joe and his wife Valerie say watching the video of Nichols' beating at the hands of 5 Memphis police officers brought back painful memories. Daniel Prude died in 2020 after an encounter with RPD. At that gathering in MLK Park last night, Prude's older brother gave a passionate speech about the impact these kinds of cases leave on communities.
This needs to stop. It really does, because this ain't about no race, creed, color. This is about police brutality, period. You know what I mean? They got a badge to kill, and it shouldn't be that way. And they study getting away with it. I mean, come on. My heart goes out to that man's family.
The Rochester community is mourning the loss of prominent and longtime civil rights activist Reverend Franklin Florence. He died after a long battle with an illness. He's remembered as a fearless fighter for change who broke barriers and helped his community spiritually and economically. News 8 caught up with his son Clifford, who called him the greatest organizer that walked the streets of Rochester since Frederick Douglass. Minister Franklin Florence Sr. was 90. Funeral plans will be announced in the next couple of days.
All right, let's check in now with meteorologist James Gilbert. James, outside it still looks pretty dark out there. The sun hasn't made an appearance just yet.
No, not yet. Sunrise officially at 7:28. We're getting just a little bit of twilight off in the distance. In the bottom corner of your screen, you can see a little bit of that there. So generally we'll go partly cloudy this morning, but I do have some sun starting to emerge as we get into the afternoon time frame. So right around lunchtime, we'll say we should see a little bit of clearing there, but a big drop in temperatures comes with a cold front tonight. That's going to bring some wind as well and bitter cold air for the weekend. We'll break it all down in the 8-day forecast at the end of the show. Brendan and Mel?
All right, thank you, James. Your traffic at this hour, everything just fine. No accidents on the major expressways. If you see anything white out there on the roads, that's just all the salt that they put down in recent days.
All right, turning to state news now, $227 billion. That's Governor Kathy Hochul's new state spending proposal unveiled yesterday. Hochul's priorities in the budget include child care and public safety. She also wants to allocate $1 billion towards mental health, spend more than $7 billion on child care assistance over the next 4 years, plus another $1 billion for general health care with investments in Medicaid and New York's nursing homes. Another $300 million would be spent on gun violence prevention programs. And as for the topic of bail reform, Hochul wants to restore judicial discretion.
In an effort to allow licensing for cannabis dispensaries in our area, it has failed for now. The state asked a judge to remove an injunction put in place after a Michigan-based company sued, saying New York's licensing process discriminated against out-of-state businesses. That order meant 5 New York regions could not get licenses, ours being one of them. The judge says the injunction will stay in place for the time being as the case moves through the court system. Well, just one small donation, can make a very big difference in the lives of so many people.
That's right. Tyre Nichols joins us in studio this morning to share how you can take part in Al Siegel's Just One fundraiser, and it all starts today. Tyre, good morning.
Amel, Brennan, good morning. This year's fundraiser for Just One marks its 33rd year, and almost 500,000 blue envelopes will start showing up in mailboxes.
So the blue envelopes are a donation awareness, if you will. You could donate $1, just $1, or you could donate up to what your choosing is. But the Just One Night really stands for just $1. If you could donate just $1, think of the impact that would have if everyone in the community were to be able to donate just $1.
Funds raised help Al Siegel continue to support all of its 6 agencies from around the Rochester area, serving 55,000 children, adults, and their families. In addition, tomorrow, 2,000 community leaders from several area schools will be taking part in Just One Day collecting donations and raising awareness about Al Siegel's missions. And next Thursday, there will be a Just One Night bartending event, held at Pane Vino on Monroe Avenue from 5:30 to 7:30, where funds will be raised through slinging drinks and making cocktails. Brendan, Amel, back to you.
All right, Tyre, thank you. For more information on how to get involved, you can find the link over on our website. That's rochesterfirst.com.
Nazareth College is getting $2.6 million in a grant to support grad students trying to become mental health professionals.
That's right, and the money will support major scholarships for 8 grad students, 6 social work, and 2 art therapy students each year for the next 5 years. However, there is a payback system in order. Students awarded the grant will have to work 2 years in a district with heightened needs after graduation. Officials with Nazareth also note the increase in children suffering with mental health conditions has grown since the pandemic, making this program ever more important.
Goodwill of the Finger Lakes and UR Medicine's Flom Eye Institute have teamed up to make eye care more accessible to people here in the city. The new clinic, Stern Center for Low Vision, opens the 13th. It's on South Clinton Avenue. The center hopes to cut wait times for appointments from more than 6 weeks to just 2. The partnership will also allow U of R students to get more experience working in the field of low vision care.
Like many businesses, pharmacies nationwide are struggling with staffing shortages.
Yes, they are. CVS and other chains, they're reducing hours to make up for this. Local pharmacists at St. John Fisher University say the pandemic is to blame as the workload has spiked for pharmacists. The dean at the Wegman School of Pharmacy says it's due to these locations that were so available during that time the past couple years. Reducing hours, just one of the incentives to recruit more pharmacists, along with sign-on bonuses and work-from-home opportunities becoming more popular.
All right, let's check back in now with meteorologist James Gilbert. Folks heading out the door this morning, maybe kids getting on the bus. Time to bundle up.
Yeah, I think so. Bundle up, but really it's a decent day. I like this afternoon as we finish off with temperatures back into the 30s. So really a comfortable day with that sunshine. It is Groundhog Day, so we'll get our prediction from Phil later this morning about 7:28. 8-day forecast here, looking to tomorrow. That's when all the cold air arrives. Bitter cold blast tonight. Snow squall possible, maybe a quick inch. Reduced visibility, and then we deal with the cold likely through Saturday. But we won't have Amel with us to deal with the cold because today is Amel's last day, sadly. We've loved working with you, and we're going to miss you.
I'm going to miss all of you. I've been here at News 8 for 2.5 years. Worn a lot of hats, but this one has been my favorite, to wake up with all of you here on News 8 at sunrise.
Yeah, so we, the team went back and did some digging, found one of your earliest stand-ups.
What are you talking about here, Amel?
This is, oh boy, I don't know, but
I heard taxes.
This is really not good.
Oh, love that. All the pictures.
Oh, dear. You know, I thought I deleted that video.
You did some Y-Rock stories
I did.
as well. Took that over.
Cancer is a life-altering experience that can, for some, feel
lots of interviews over the past couple of months.
All that they appear.
Right. So you did a lot in the community as well, I feel like. Is that something that you enjoyed a lot?
Yes, my favorite part about working here and a part of this job is being able to connect with the community. When I first started, I was a producer. We just we write scripts and put shows together, which is a whole lot of fun, but it's not a lot of one-on-one people connection. So being able to report, talk to the community, and connect is the best part of this job.
Right. Your last stops yesterday, going out to visit with local kids too, students.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Well, this little bow on top of the present.
I know that not only we will miss you, but the community will as well. I've had lots of people stop me and say, James, you're great. Yeah. But Amel.
Yes. Heard that too. And of course, Groundhog Day. Hopefully you don't keep reliving this.
Yeah, right.
Who knows?
Come back tomorrow. Thank you so much. CBS Mornings coming up next.
News 8 wherever you are, on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.